Patrick tie for the win. Hi, bitches. What you do? You been waiting on me? Well, play that motherfucking theme song. What you sitting here looking in my motherfucking face for? Start that goddamn music, bitch.
Oh, Bruja, with the magic divine, daughter of ocean, her spirit will shine. Guided by Yeshua, with ancestors' might, in her aura of gold, we find our light.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Bruja, for kind of coming to you all with a tarot reading, or a long-ass tarot reading. So go ahead and subscribe. Do what I need you to do at the beginning of the video, because we are not going to keep our introductions really long. If you watched the last video, you already know what time it is. You know the format that I'm using now. You know that I'm doing longer videos. And yeah, y'all can still request readings, but don't get too comfortable. Some of y'all coming up in my damn emailing me my fucking stupid ass shit to read on, and I'm like, baby, you don't need a reading on that. You don't need me to read why there's a cat that's coming to sit on your fucking porch, and why Azalea Banks may have said the same thing. No, sis, she's not putting spell work on you. Sounds like she could be, but no, she's not. You don't need me to do a reading on shit that I can't say that I shouldn't do readings on shit that I've already spoken on, because it's a whole lot that I've already spoken on that has literally come to fruition. And how can I put this? While I don't like repeating myself, I also like to say I fucking told you so a lot. See, we already a minute and 20 seconds into it. I start cussing now. If you're not subscribed to my channel, welcome. Bitch, no, subscribe. Fuck is you doing? Why is you here if you're not subscribing? If you're a returning viewer, what's up, kinfolk? Welcome back. If you are a first-time viewer, welcome. My name is Bruja. It's not my real name. My real name is Stella, but my moniker given to me through Ifa was Bruja Africana, and I will carry that forever. But welcome to you. And at the beginning of the video, I like to show myself. I want to show me off. I want to show me off. Y'all like my nails, bitches. Yeah, I knew it was coming, okay? You know, we got the bullshit around at the beginning of the video to get to, let shit start cooking. But I decided it was purple nail season. I wanted some purple ass nails, to accentuate that royalty, honey. Black folks is royalty. And a couple readings ago, don't remember when it was the last reading I did regarding black people being resilient, staying resilient, and remaining the only ones that are unscathed, so to speak, in this whole Trump debacle, Trump presidency debacle. Y'all know this is a debacle. This is fuckery. If I ain't never seen fuckery, and if you are the same age I am or close to it, this ain't no fuckery that you done ever seen too, because your ass been voting a long time too. And oh my God. Baby, them Caucasians is Caucasian, and ain't they? Yeah, we're going to talk about Donald Trump first. That's where we're going to get started at. I told y'all I got a whole outline set up now for the readings I'm going to do. And I'm going to keep with that format. I think that keeps me focused. That keeps me from not necessarily going off script, because I'm going to do that any fucking way, because this is the Stella show starring Stella, featuring Stella. Bitch, if you don't like it, move around. Anyway, it's the Bruja show, starring Bruja, featuring Bruja, with guest appearances by Bruja. Bitch, you just come here to watch me, okay? And if that's too much for you, honey, I don't know what type of Leo you've been around that it's not obsessed with themselves and think the world of themselves, but that's on you, honey. I am that Leo, and I will never turn my Leo off for you, okay? I'm a Leo twice and an Aries once, baby. That mean that fire gonna fire on you, okay? I'm a fire sign through and through, baby. Anyway, like I said, it's a bunch of shit going on, and sometimes I like to sit back and wait. I was going to record earlier this week, but sometimes I like to sit back and wait and watch, because not only do these celebrities be clowning, regular folk be clowning, and these damn folks elected to these offices be doing the most clowning, don't they, honey? America is the ghetto, ain't it? Fuck all that shit y'all was talking, or that shit that has been known for centuries. That America was the superpower. America looking like the superpower bottom right now. Um, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Yes, I do. Let me take that back. And I said on my TikTok, I might create another motherfucking Twitter, y'all. I don't know. I absolutely hate Elon Musk that bad that I don't even want to be a part of that bitch's platform. But just for y'all, I'll open up another Twitter page or reopen my old one if I can remember the password to it or can get back into it. No, I gotta make a new one because I deleted that motherfucking page. But just for y'all, I'll create another Twitter page and y'all gotta follow me, okay? And I'll let y'all know when I created the motherfucker so y'all can come on there and show me some bullshit that I need to see so I can talk about it in our reads. But as I stated, America is the ghetto. America is in shambles because you voted for Donald Trump. And if you didn't vote for Donald Trump, I'm not talking to you, baby. Don't get under my comments talking. That's what's wrong now. People don't listen enough. Be quiet. Close your fucking mouth. Anyway, America is in shambles because you voted for Donald Trump. And whomever you are, I'm talking to you. Um, Never would our country look like this or have the shit it's going on if Kamala Harris were elected. See, I told y'all punk ass to go and vote for Kamala Harris on November 6th. Y'all thought I was just trying to tell you what to do. Thought, oh, you just trying to put a black woman in front of us and make her our boss. Yes, bitch, because we make the best bosses. Fuck is you saying? Yes, bitch, Kamala Harris would have run this motherfucking country like she was motherfucking running her motherfucking house. That's how easily she would have run this country because that woman was overly qualified for the job of president, clearly. Because look at the bullshit y'all elected. Because I absolutely would never vote for Donald Trump. Did not vote for him in 2016. I absolutely voted for Hillary Clinton. Y'all didn't vote for her, or y'all didn't elect her. In the 2020 election, I voted for Joe Biden. Y'all tried to vote for Donald Trump and get his stinking ass, his stinking, sick, ailing, motherfucking, falling apart ass back in office in 2020, but it didn't work. So y'all waited and y'all decided that instead of electing Kamala Harris, someone again who was qualified as fuck, overly qualified for the job, y'all decided to get this degenerate in the office, and now y'all are all sitting around surprised that shit is fucked up because y'all elected King of Cups in reverse, okay? Yeah, the reading is starting now at 7 minutes and 15 seconds for you bitches that need to know timestamps and all that, you in rush bitches. Like, I'm gonna timestamp this video too, but just know it's not for you. It's for my regular viewers and my kinfolks that fuck with me, okay? But anyway, y'all did this, okay? And I have to start off with the y'all did this because y'all went in them motherfucking booths and elected this piece of shit, okay? Nobody else, nobody in the 92 percentile of the black community voted for him. I forget the percentage of the Latin community that voted for Kamala Harris, but not everybody fucking voted for Donald Trump. And I ain't talking to us that had sense enough to know not to go in them fucking booths, even if I knew nothing about Donald Trump. I wasn't going to vote against a black woman for a white man. You can believe that. You can not like that all you want to, but I said what the fuck I said, okay? I knew that Barack Obama was qualified to be president both times when I voted for him, but I literally voted for Obama because he was black. I literally voted for Kamala Harris because she was black. You know why? Because underneath the core of every fucked upness, black folk got human decency, okay? Donald Trump doesn't have that, okay? And neither do any of you Caucasians that went your funky flat ass up in there and voted for him, okay? I'm not going to motherfucking censor my words. If you don't like it, get off my video. Simply put, okay? Y'all were told not to vote for this shit stain, and you did. You thought that you were going to do something to hurt black people, and now here y'all ass are, while admitting defeat, admitting that y'all fucked up, you still thought you were doing some shit to get at black people. And I told y'all funky asses that black people are the most resilient people on this motherfucking planet, no matter where in the fuck we are on this earth. We are that, okay? Y'all know how motherfuckers be like, I'm him, I'm her. That's black people all day. I'm him, I'm her. We gonna always get it done. We gonna always be all right. Sorry for not even sorry. Let me stop lying. The rest of y'all that were against black folk and went up in that motherfucker and let your racism show, baby. How did egg on your face taste? Do you need some salt? Because I know your Caucasian ass don't season your food, okay? You need some salt for that egg. How about a piece of toast? You need some orange juice to wash that shit down because this is y'all fault, okay? I just wanted to put that out there before we got started talking about Donald Trump's fucking America. I had to show y'all elected the fucking king of cups. That's the problem. Yeah, we're going to talk about Charlie Kirk's punk ass. Yeah, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Ain't no need to rush and talk about this stupid bitch because he literally reaped what he sowed. In fact, before we talk about Donald Trump, let's talk about Charlie Kirk's punk ass. You know, I see a lot of niggas, and I don't understand you niggas that are online. Rest in peace in this motherfucker. But did y'all know that on the day he was murdered, on the day that Tyler Robinson did America a favor, I'm going to say it because y'all are not saying it. Y'all tiptoeing around it. You're scared to say the shit. Oh, I want to be kind to his family, and fuck his family, okay? They're all Caucasians. They're all racist. Who gives a fuck? He reaped exactly what he sowed. His chickens came home to roost and pecked his motherfucking neck. How about that? Okay? Motherfucking sitting up talking shit first thing. What I don't remember what all the motherfucking cracker said, but he was attacking black folk and he was attacking black gang members as if they are not gang members, especially out here in LA. You stupid motherfuckers, there are Crips and Bloods that are not black, okay? There are Mexican Crips and Bloods. There are Asian Crips and Bloods. There are who the fuck? What other kind of motherfuckers are you out here? Just know that it's a Crip and a Blood that color. Okay. Yes, uh, Asian and Mexican ain't the biggest thing out here, baby. But them motherfuckers be in these gangs, be what up, cuz and motherfuckers and Suwoo and just with the rest of these motherfuckers out here. Okay. So while Charlie Kirk was saying this shit, oh gang, whatever this bitch said, he sat his flat white ass up there and ha after he said, oh no, bitch said boom and boom, that bullet went through that motherfucking neck like a trach tube, didn't it, motherfucker? Yeah, buddy. He sowed his own. He made sure he reaped what he sowed. Okay, Charlie Kirk spewed hatred, non-stop hatred, 100% hatred, specifically towards the black community. Okay, days prior to him being unalive, as he should have been, I said what I fucking said. Okay, all of you motherfucking Caucasian racist motherfuckers can follow him to that Elvis concert. I don't give a fuck. Okay. I've already said it a couple times in other videos, but I'll say it to you again. Worst comes to worst or best comes to best. My people gonna come first, and my people are kikiing at that cracker that y'all had to scrape up off the ground. He popped his motherfucking head like a motherfucking cherry. Of course, yeah, he got popped in the neck, but I just wanted to say that to overemphasize. Fuck Charlie Curse. Kirk curse. I can't even curse right. Fuck him. Fuck Charlie Kirk. How about that? Anyway, he's attacking black people. His posts on social media prior to his death were speaking ill of black people, was disparaging us real bad, just going in on us. Then he sat his ass up in a crowd full of people because he felt safe because it was mostly Caucasians in attendance, because regardless to what y'all saying online, y'all still support Trump because y'all wouldn't have had y'all ass at a Charlie Kirk reunion, festival, clown show, whatever in the fuck this cracker was doing. And I'm gonna say cracker as many motherfucking times as I want to. If you don't like it, get the fuck off of my page, okay? Motherfucking cracker set up and drug people for a living. And what I don't understand about America, and yeah, I'm gonna pull the cards, y'all. Now the reading didn't start at 7 minutes. What I don't understand about America is why y'all allowed Trump to get his fucking YouTuber. Charlie Kirk was a fucking YouTuber, a podcaster, okay? Why America allowed Donald Trump to get his motherfucker the Nobel Peace Prize for what? What did he do? He was trying to incite a race riot. See, again, this is all y'all fault that set up and voted for Donald Trump. Y'all, just as well as Donald Trump, are responsible for Charlie Kirk's death. His motherfucking wife, as I said, no, I'm not going to be nice regarding her because this bitch set up and let her husband do it. Bitch, you can tell your husband to shut the fuck up with that bullshit. No, but because she's a white ass trad wife, okay? She's a white ass trad wife, and she was supportive of that shit. I don't even feel bad for his motherfucking children. I see people talking and saying, "Oh, I feel bad for his." I fucking don't, because they have the same ideologies and same stupidity coming up out their mouth. They will have the same ideologies and stupidity coming up out of their mouth. Oh, don't act like people change. They were raised under a racist father, and their mother is just as equally as racist. Y'all think them kids ain't gonna be racist, or they're not racist? Fuck them little hunkies. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, like I said, Charlie Kirk did this to his motherfucking self. See, trying to be so goddamn controversial, we got a Knight of Swords in reverse. Knight of Swords reverse gives him missed opportunities, out of control, left behind, tactless, sarcastic, rude, insincere, aggressive, self-obsessed bully. That's what the fuck Charlie Kirk was, okay? He was not a hero. He does not deserve no Nobel Peace Prize. He was nothing but another racist cracker that met his end. The end. Now, I will say this. In a reading, not a couple readings, it's been more than a couple. A while ago, I did a reading over all of them, and I said that, what's the little box head motherfucker name? Little motherfucker you can tell that used to have a tree house, and they used to have, he looked like he used to have a boys club and no girls allowed. What's his name? Pete Sex Breath. Him. I said that it was gonna be him that they took out of here, that they sent to the Elvis concert. That's the only thing I was wrong about in reading. Everything else was right. This is all a fucking setup. This is a fucking psyop mission, okay? First of all, let's talk about why Charlie Kirk was chosen. Because he's low-hanging fruit, okay? He's low-hanging fruit. They saw no need to allow him to go forward or continue on there. And it's crazy that these motherfuckers make decisions like this, but they did, okay? He really wasn't useful to what their bottom line is. What is MAGA's bottom line? What is the Republican Party's bottom line? No fucking know. I can't put my head up my ass and think. So maybe you need to ask a Republican, what's the bottom line? What's the end goal here? Other than y'all trying to enslave poor people, okay? Other than that, what's the end goal? What's the bottom line? But at any rate, Charlie Kirk was chosen. They felt like, well, hell, while he's a avid Trump supporter, and while he's an avid MAGA supporter, and he preaches our ideologies, we got to choose somebody. We got to stop somebody's path, and it has to be low-hanging fruit. Charlie Kirk was just that, okay? They decided he was the one that they were going to take out of here. Now, when they decided that, I don't know. I don't know. But it was decided close to the time that he decided that he was going to get up there and make all them public appearances. Okay? And let's get off into our what lies beneath Oracle deck, because I didn't really want to pull from regular tarot as much in this one, because I wanted to show y'all physically what I feel like the cards are giving. And we're going to pull from our True Crime Oracle as well. In fact, let's pull from True Crime Oracle first, because I'm allegedly, that this was a motherfucking setup. This was some shit that they all said they met up and chose an accomplice, okay? Tyler Robinson was not just some random ass white boy out here shooting shit up. Tyler Robinson is not, because he was allowed to live now, okay? I want you to keep in mind, they shoot black and brown people for fucking sneezing if you are stopped by the police. They shoot black and brown people simply for being fucking black and brown. Meanwhile, here's a motherfucker who just murdered because he wasn't assassinated. Y'all can stop using the word assassination behind Charlie Kirk's situation, because the bitch was nothing but a YouTuber, okay? I don't care, again, if you don't like it. Why are y'all raising him up like he was more than what he was? He was a fucking YouTuber, okay? Make sure y'all do that for them other YouTubers that have been murdered, okay? Make sure y'all do that. Them folk that was in Vegas that got killed, make sure y'all motherfucking do the same for them. They were assassinated as well in front of everybody on the motherfucking Vegas Strip. Make sure y'all put that out there too, okay? Make sure my motherfucking microphone on. Some of these goddamn crackers be done burnt my microphone out. Anyway, he was a partner in crime, honey. I told y'all this before. I told y'all nothing is happenstance with this American government, okay? It never was. It's just that it's more out front for us. Y'all, I got my little heart earrings on. And I got my scissor hat on, if y'all want to know. Anyway, it's enough about me. Let's talk about these crackers again. And I'm going to say cracker as many times as I want to again. Anyway, they met up and chose this motherfucker Tyler. See, it's a thing of choices, okay? The two of Pentacles came in reverse a second ago, but I didn't know exactly where the Two of Pentacles was going. But now I get it. This was a bad business decision. This situation with this Tyler Robinson guy, it's going to blow back real quickly. But it's going to blow back on all of you motherfuckers that are still supporting Trump. All of you motherfuckers that supported him in the beginning. All of y'all that went back and voted for him, this going to blow back on you stupid motherfuckers. I can't wait. I knew y'all was going to get y'all goddamn karma, and here it comes. Good motherfuckers. Choke on it. Yeah, he was chosen. He was chosen to come. He was a big time supporter of Donald Trump. He was a part of the Republican Party. An avid supporter of Trump. The little bitch wore a Trump costume for Halloween. And y'all mean to tell me that you don't believe that this motherfucker was or is a part of that MAGA cult? Y'all don't believe that this is someone selected outside of that cult to kick up what they was doing? Oh, and let me say this to you motherfucking racist, stinking ass, mop, wet, dog smelling ass, motherfucking trash, white trash, hunky motherfucking pieces of shit. You can keep your funky ass up off these HBCU campuses, okay? Because we ain't did nothing to your stinking ass. We ain't did nothing. We barely want to be bothered with you. We barely want to be around your filthy white ass. You got ticks and shit in your skin. We don't want to be bothered with you. So keep y'all nasty ass up off these motherfucking HBCU campuses talking this bullshit, talking about, oh, we're gonna attack black people because Charlie Kirk's bitch ass is dead. Fuck y'all, okay? What's gonna happen is y'all gonna fuck around, find out that black folk, we are our ancestors, and whatever foolishness you got in your head about, well, thinking, oh, black people are gonna be afraid, like, oh, they used to be back in the '60s. First of all, y'all didn't target the right black people in the '60s, and you damn sure ain't targeting the right ones now. Because if you had ran up on the right black people, your funky white ass wouldn't be here to watch this video and hate and get filled full of red blood in your face because you're so mad because this black bitch is checking the shit out your white ass. I don't give a fuck what you think, motherfucker. You leave these black students alone just because they're little white trash that y'all got going to school. I'm shitting all on y'all. I don't care. Just because y'all white trash ass kids is too dumb, too stupid to excel academically, you gonna go fuck with black scholars? I think the fuck not. You fucking shit stains. Take your ass over there to Harvard University and do that shit. Go to motherfucking Yale and do that shit. But you ain't. You gonna fuck around and find out. I promise you that. Anyway, like I said, all of this shit is a setup. This Charlie Kirk shit, this is a psyop fucking mission that these motherfucking honkies then put together. These motherfucking Hoosiers then sat they dusty foot ass up and decided to put out there. This is the story they're running with. This is the story. However, like I said, Tyler and his entire family are a part of the MAGA cult. Those of you that got your dusty foot ass up under my motherfucking comments on TikTok, go eat your mama's ass, bitch, because I said what I said. The fuck you gonna say, oh, Tyler wasn't MAGA? Yes, this bitch is MAGA. He looks like MAGA, underfed, malnourished ass white boy running around mad with the world because his dick is small and he can't gain weight over 128 pounds. He a little bitty skinny motherfucker. That his jeans has a 28 in the waistband. Little underfed ass, angry ass white boy, full of demonic energy. Mad because these YNs out here, these 22-year-old YNs got more body mass and more motherfucking sense about themselves, even though y'all try to shit on them. They got more sense about themselves than these stinking ass, nasty ass, mediocre ass white boys that's running around doing shit. Same day that the shit happened. Another motherfucking MAGA motherfucker, but this time a 16-year-old motherfucking MAGA motherfucker shot a school up. So don't tell me that this ain't demonic ass energy that's going around because of Donald fucking Trump and his fucking cult members. All of this erratic shit that's going on, all of these alleged serial killings and deaths that's going on, these school shootings, this is because of Donald Trump, dear, and because of you, because you voted for him, dear. Yeah, it's your fault. It's your fault. You may as well have sat up in the meeting with him because you are just as much an accomplice as Tyler Robinson and his motherfucking raggedy ass Mormon family. Don't give a damn if you are a fucking Mormon. You stink. You're mustier than a motherfucker. You need to wash your goddamn clothes. Your motherfucking clothes smell like they hung up in the basement, a wet fucking basement, for 10 years before you put them on. Fuck you, fuck your Mormonism. Usually I try not to disrespect people's religion, but this is white people's religion, and I'm a double barrel that shit. Fuck y'all, okay? Yeah, I said Tyler Robinson did America a favor, but fuck that motherfucker too, okay? Because if he had had his way, he would have shot a black person. He would have shot a Latine person simply because our skin is black and brown. He would have targeted one of us. And one of y'all said that I need to stop leaving, not need, because y'all know I don't do shit at the behest of damn human walking this motherfucking planet. But y'all said I should stop leaving the Asian community out of when I talk about minorities, and y'all are right. Let's say this motherfucker would have went and targeted a minority. But I don't think that they would have fucked with the Asian community, y'all, because they know them motherfucking Asian people gonna come together like motherfucking Voltron on them, okay? Asians ain't gonna play with them. They gonna put their petty differences aside, and they like, no, you fucking with an Asian person, you gonna deal with all of us. I just thought I'd put that out there. Y'all notice they don't fuck with Asian people as much. Shout out to the Asian community, because they think y'all all Japanese and y'all all connected to the Yakuza. See, this is ignorant ass motherfucking white America's bullshit. I know y'all not. I know y'all not, but let's just say white America knows the Yakuza don't flex. They're gonna come get your ass. They're gonna come see about you. So that's why I don't need to really include the Asian community, y'all, because I think y'all will police yourselves. I think that if these cocksuckers come up running up in y'all community, y'all gonna get busy. Not that black folk won't, because we showed y'all what we gonna do. But see, these bitches know that we get down. Okay, they gonna roll up with motherfucking military tanks and shit and try to fuck us over. It ain't gonna happen, because for all they know, a nigga got a tank in his goddamn basement right now. And y'all can think I'm playing, but I guarantee you there's some nigga in the hood that got a sack full of grenades from the last war he was in, waiting to toss them motherfuckers. Anyway, yeah, Charlie Kirk would have caused all of this shit. See, he would have caused the assassination of somebody from the black, brown, or any other minority community. Specifically, though, it would have been us, black and brown people, which is why I spoke on us. It would have definitely been one of us in our community, and they would have covered it up. The same way that now they are scrambling their white asses to cover up the fact that, yeah, we know y'all hired some motherfucker to kill Charlie Kirk. We know y'all lying. We know it's lies, and we know it's hidden truths. We know that we don't give a fuck about Charlie Kirk. Let's make that clear. Let's make sure that that is clear. Okay? You don't want me to say it? You're tired of hearing me saying it? Click out the video, because for the next probably 20 minutes, I'm finna say fuck Charlie Kirk a few more motherfucking times. Anyway, we know that y'all got together and put this shit together, and we know that y'all are fishing for a cover-up, okay? We know y'all fishing for a motherfucking cover-up, okay? We know that the lies have been told. We know that the seed has been planted. We know that y'all are trying to embolden the rest of these motherfucking mediocre-ass white boys that's running around here with access to ammunition that believe that they the only ones that got it, like a stupid motherfucker like Tyler. I'm gonna shoot everything. No, we ain't, baby. We ain't. We ain't concerned about you. We paying attention, but we ain't concerned. Yeah, we know. We know that y'all are trying to target black and brown neighborhoods. We know. We know. And again, I said this in that reading I did on Big U. I told y'all, Crip niggas, specifically you neighborhood niggas, that Porsche, that car. These niggas, y'all be careful, okay? They done got the Hoovers, and yeah, I got this gray and blue Dodgers jersey on, but I'm not a Crip. I have to say that because you motherfuckers will get underneath my comments and get to going crazy, and I am trying to put my old self from Wellston away. So I'll just say I'm not active, okay? But like I said to y'all, they are going to come into these neighborhoods and they are attacking the gang members. Now, I know y'all got an issue with the gang member dudes, but, and so, a lot of them do deserve to go to jail. Them that was pimping them gals, we're going to talk about that shit. And all that shit, you're going to set your ass down. You got a problem. You're bringing more heat to the motherfucking hood and than is needed. Motherfuckers already under siege, and here you go doing some dumb shit. But we'll talk about that. But I told y'all in that reading with, that Big U reading I did, I told y'all they were going to be attacking specifically Crip niggas, okay? Because the Crip gang is the biggest gang in California, or it's the majority. Not the majority, y'all know. You in LA, you from California, you explain it. Get in the comments and explain it. You know what I'm talking about. But the Crip gang is allegedly the biggest gang in Los Angeles and in California. Baby, they trying their damnedest to get y'all, okay? What does Los Angeles gangs and Charlie Kirk's death, unaliving, ticket purchase to the Elvis concert have to do with the Crip gangs and the gang member Spirit? But specifically, y'all, I don't know why. Spirit is saying, nah, it's you niggas that fly that blue flag. I suppose, again, because y'all are the largest gang in California. They are really coming at y'all, okay? Now, Damu, this don't mean y'all safe, okay? Damu, that don't mean you safe, okay? That don't mean you safe. That means that y'all might need to tighten up. Watch your ass. Because right now, for some reason, they feel like the Crips are the biggest gang. Well, they know they are the biggest gang, but the Crips are the targets. What does, like I said, Charlie Kirk's murder have to do with it? They need a fall person. They need an excuse to do the things that they're doing. Donald Trump now needs an excuse to invade the hood. He needs an excuse to come through and tell lies on the gang members. Now, I know niggas is shooters. I know niggas is killers. I know that. But every nigga that's in the gang ain't been caught a body. And every nigga that's in the gang does not deserve the punishment that Donald Trump's America is trying to put on them. Okay? But they are really trying to come at y'all. Okay? They're really trying to come at y'all. And they are going to use this Charlie Kirk situation as a means of trying to get the boss rolling or getting it started. They started with the shit with Chicago, okay? They've been throwing up all kinds of smoke screens for us in the first place, okay? They took our mind off watching what these motherfuckers was doing when they said they were gonna send them motherfucking tanks and shit to Chicago. But like I said, may the spirit of King Von rise up and act a goddamn fool the second that they get there, okay? But they are using this situation to try to find allies, okay? And they will find allies in the white community because white people hate everybody else except their own flat ass selves. But I don't think that it's going to go exactly the way that these lawmakers, Stephen Miller and them, and I'm going to say he has something to do with it, and Pete Hegseth, that's probably where his box head ass fits in. But they thought that this was the solution, that they were going to, this was their solution, to pick at the black community, pick at the brown community. We are going to, this is them. We're going to use the death of, how can I put it? Because I've already said, excuse me, and I stand on the fact that Charlie Kirk is a fucking, or was a fucking YouTuber. But let's humor them. They're using the fact that one of our top officials, and he's not a fucking official at all. He's officially dead. That's the only official that's behind him. His wife is officially a widow, a 31 or 32-year-old widow, but he's not official nowhere else. But they decided to use his death as an opportunity to open that door up, okay? They are trying to stir the drama, okay? They are feeding this shit because they know that there are some butthurt ass white people who will feed, and excuse me, Caucasian, because there's a stark difference between white people and Caucasians, okay? But yeah, they're going to try to use this to feed the emotions of those Caucasians who already have hatred in their heart surrounding people of color. They're going to try to use this, but to no avail. Y'all know the Nine of Swords mean that there's a downfall happening. There's some falling happening. Although they're sitting here worried and crying about Charlie, they're feeding into the negativity that these politicians are putting out there because they know you motherfuckers are dumb, okay? They know you are out of your fucking minds. They know that they can use any type of dark energy they want. I'm not talking lighting candles and shit, although I think that these people are using spell work because there's no way that there are this many people that are tied to Donald Trump or still supporting him. Anyway, yeah, they'll use whatever means necessary to manipulate the minds of people and keep the truth behind this Charlie Kirk shit and behind their whole agenda. Okay. America is a country full of secrets right now. Okay. However, there is bad news coming for the Republican Party. Okay. There is bad news coming for y'all. There is another side of things showing up. I don't know whether or not y'all commander-in-chief is getting sicker or this situation has started to wear this bitch down because he orchestrated it and he sat back and watched it. But it's going to turn into a fight amongst the Republicans. Okay, it's already a fight amongst the Republicans. They are already at war with each other surrounding what's going on, and each of them are already having an issue with this shit. They're not trying to calm down. Nobody sees a means to solving whatever issue these I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to try to give the Republican Party any grace because they don't fucking deserve it. They haven't deserved it for the past 20 years, okay? Anyway, because their commander-in-chief, y'all Orange Taco in charge, he's enjoying this, and because he started the fight and because he's at the center of the fight, he's going to make sure that the shit continues to go on, even though he's going to try to lay blame elsewhere. Okay, he's going to try to lay blame elsewhere. There is or at least they were going to try to lay blame elsewhere. They were absolutely going to try to say that it was someone from a foreign nation, but it wasn't. Now they've got to figure out how to make the shit stick because they really literally don't know what the fuck to do. Okay, whereas this looked like a win for them. This looked like a win for Donald Trump, okay? When I say them, I mean the GOP. I mean all of them old raggedy ass motherfuckers that have been around since 1940. These are the people that y'all consistently keep electing. Dead ass, the president doesn't need to be older than 70 years old. And I'm talking 70 flat. Not 71, not 74, not 78. The president of the United States does not need to be older than 70 years old. However, because these people have these old, feeble ass minds, they thought this shit was going to work. Or at least Donald Trump's old, moldy, disgusting, decaying ass, white, decaying, Caucasian. Okay, let me stop insulting white people, calling this motherfucker white. This Caucasian catastrophe. Okay, Donald Trump is the emperor in reverse. He thought this shit was going to work, and he thought that he had a surefire plan to go and start some mess, some more mess, because that's all his filthy ass is worth. Starting some mess. I know he smells like piss. Y'all see that piss bag that motherfucker wear? Anyway, this is going to turn into a failure. Whereas that he thought this was going to be a victory, it's not. Whereas that he thought that it was going to make him look victorious, especially with him giving Charlie Kirk the Nobel Peace Prize. Like, people ain't feeling that. People are not feeling that bullshit. This is more, and we're going over into Donald Trump's health now. So we don't need to stop the video and say, okay, well, let's now talk about Donald Trump. And maybe we do. Hold on, let me pause. Okay, y'all. So where did we leave off? I had to switch my device, honey, because my little computer be running up out of space real quick, and I was going, honey. But where did I leave off? We was talking about Donald Trump's melting ass brain. We were talking about this man giving oh, that's what we were doing. We were looking up to see what medal Donald Trump gave Charlie Kirk's bitch ass. Hey Google, what medal of honor did Donald Trump just give Charlie Kirk? Donald Trump says he will award Charlie Kirk the Presidential Medal of Freedom posthumously. Okay, so it's not the Nobel Peace Prize. He's giving him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which is making people see him or view Donald Trump further. Okay. Oh, now we on a better camera. How y'all like my nails? I like them even if you don't, bitch. They're very Leah. They're very purple. They're very neat. My eyes are purple too. Y'all see? Hopefully that YouTube will use that as the goddamn screen catcher or whatever the fuck y'all call it. Anyway, yeah, his motherfucking mind melting. That motherfucking dementia that he has that they keep denying that he does not have. Donald Trump absolutely has dementia, y'all. He absolutely the fuck does. They can continue to lie and try to make it look like he is Captain America or whoever the fuck they want to, but oh no, that old man is sick. Let's make sure we stay on our topics so we won't jump off. Um, Let me make sure I set this in a space where I can easily see and read because I want to be able to talk shit to y'all easily. Anyway, we were talking about Donald Trump. We had gotten past Charlie Kirk's dead ass, and I've gotten beyond telling y'all that I don't give a fuck if he's dead. Neither should you. Don't know why you niggas that are RIPing him are feeling sorry for his wife and his family, but prayers and concepts to them too. Prayers and concepts of prayers, okay? Never do you rest in peace, send a rest in peace to the oppressor. How did Charlie Kirk oppress black people? He didn't. He didn't possess the power. He thought that he was greater than what he was, which is why he's dead right fucking now. Stop playing with black people. Know what the fuck your motherfucking white ass grandparents have told you, but stop playing with black people. We ain't to be fucked with. We ain't to be toyed with. We ain't the ones to mess with, okay? Anyway, Donald Trump is ill, y'all. This motherfucker is coming in with the Knight of Wands in reverse, okay? And I don't know if y'all can see the words on the bottom, so I'm going to read them to you. Refusing to compromise, stubborn, last one standing, chronic fatigue, chronic illness, retreat, withdrawal, giving up, obstinate, and rigid. Tell me this does not describe Donald the fuck Trump. Donald Aloysius Trump. This is who the fuck. What is that big back nigga name? Big back motherfucker last. I mean middle. Yeah. What is his middle name? That J. What the fuck does that stand for? Jackass. Donald Jackass Trump. He's ill. Man is sick. Man. And matter of fact, let me make sure I go a little bit further for y'all. Oh, since I'm showing y'all nails and I'm finna get this. I'm gonna pull from my time deck so I can tell y'all what time of year shit coming. But girl, look at these green nails I did. I did these last night because I couldn't fucking sleep. And I had smoked up all the weed, so that probably was why I couldn't sleep. But I was gonna do this whole thing. I was gonna be like, I did some more nails and y'all better like them. And I'm gonna show them to y'all, the old bipolar ass Leo. I might do that anyway. This might be at the front of at the beginning of the video, and it might not be. But yeah, do y'all like my nails? Bitch, I'm gonna pick them tarot cards back the fuck up, ugly ass. I'm just showing my nails off, funky bitch. Anyway, we are talking about Donald Trump and his failing health because regardless to what they are saying publicly, there are really a lot, not really, there are a lot of doctors And they are online, but they are still nonetheless doctors, reputable doctors. I'm not talking about the White House doctors that are treating Donald Trump. No, not the witch doctors that he have around him. Actual doctors are saying that Donald Trump has a failing heart. He has hold on, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what the fuck the name of the shit is. I had to grab my cards and I didn't want to snap a nail off. What is it with people congestive heart failure? That is what the doctors that are online are saying. And although I did not finish nursing school, I did enough of nursing school and worked long enough as a CNA and as a CMT and as a medical assistant. These are all the titles that I have. I've worked enough in that field to know when I'm seeing death in front of me. And that's exactly what I see when I see Donald Trump. I don't give a shit who feels what way. I don't care how many prayers y'all launch up for him, none of that. God's sending this shit right on to the spam box, baby, because he's not a good person, okay? He's not a good person. And his illness is in progress right now. You know, y'all are like, well, what does he have going on? We're going to get to that, hoe. Just wait. I told you I had to pull out them motherfucking cards. We gonna get to it in divine timing. Just like this is the next card that was coming up off the deck for the what time frame are we looking at with Donald Trump? Because we know he going to the Elvis concert very soon, but we want to know when. Well, in divine timing, and it does not mean that things are not progressing. It does not mean that your God does not hear you, does not mean that those of us who commune with the Orishas, does not mean the Orishas have not heard us. Those of you who pray to Satan, that shit, that doesn't mean that Satan ain't heard your punk ass. It just means in divine timing, Donald Trump will meet his end. And I believe he's going to meet his end in front of us, y'all. Yes, I do. Chia seed water. For those of you who are looking to stay hydrated and all that, and keep your skin beautiful when you're getting to be a little older. Yeah, chia seed water. Anyway, there's the shit going on right now. Shit going on right now. People are already talking about how sick this motherfucking president is. And if y'all see me looking off to the left, it's because I'm reading my little timeline so I can see where my notes, what I need to say in these reads. Like I said, he's already sick. Um, when will his illness implode, or when will we hear more about his disease or the things that he has going on? Well, within a few days, we're going to hear something, or something is going to happen with Donald Trump's health, or we're going to hear more about what is going on with him. And while I said that it was divine timing, that things will naturally take place for him, and he will board the Trump Force One, or whatever the fuck the name his ghetto ass raggedy ass Spirit Airlines ass plane is, and attend the Elvis concert sooner than we expect. Okay, I don't want y'all to start getting in the mindset that, oh, he's gonna get this whole presidency, or he's going to serve his whole presidency unscathed. No, ma'am. Every downfall that is coming for Donald Trump is happening right now. Okay. You see, there's a clock on this card. That means that this is the time for this shit to go on. It's happening right now. Okay. Even aside from his health, him being impeached is really huge upon us. Okay. But we're talking about his motherfucking health. Okay. Within a few days, we're going to hear more about what's going on with his health. But next month is when it's really going to ramp up, y'all. Next month is when we are really going to see Donald Trump take a downfall, or a decline. Okay, when it comes to his health. Okay, it's going to be real bad for him in winter. He probably got osteoarthritis, all kinds of shit going on in that sick L and white body of his, that fucking flesh balloon that he's floating around with. But yeah, okay. In the wintertime, we're going, what we going to hear in the wintertime, Spirit? We need to tap into what we're hearing. Okay, what are we going to hear? Okay, um, something about Trump not being able to control or them not be losing control over hiding this fucking illness. It's going to get to a point where the people are going to be looking at him like, nah, this motherfucker is either dying or he is sick. But either way, people are going to be able to see his illness. And not only are we going to be able to see his illness, we're going to not only see, we're going to only hear, but we're going to see it because we're going to see him lose his fucking mind further. And y'all know I put them motherfucking poppy seeds and shit in that damn doll that I made of him. No, I'm not the only witch that's working on his ass, but oh, we working on his ass, y'all. Us witches finna tear that ass up. We getting him already. But we gonna get to see him. Oh, to the witches that is doing work, girl, his mind get ready to leave, right? Or his mind is further leaving. His mind is leaving him, girl. So we probably need to go and put some more shit on him, right? Because all doors are closing for him, okay? We are going to see him show up with lack of ideas, you know, lack of when it says lack of ideas when it comes to the president, I feel like Spirit is saying he's going to lack the prowess needed to be in office or to run this country or to be the commander in chief. Okay, let's read what we have in reverse here with the Seven of Cups and the Ace of Swords in reverse. With the Seven of Course. Seven of Cups, it comes in as reality, poor choices, feeling traps, avoiding issues, missed opportunities, sobriety, focusing on superficial fears, and fears by itself. Donald Trump is afraid of this, okay? He has to become sober because it's probably counteracting that fucking medicine that old sick bastard on, okay? With the Ace of Wands coming in reverse, baby, that means that path is blocked. There is no further motion coming for him, okay? And I know that swords are cutting energy. He's not going to be able to cut around this illness or his speakers, his mouthpieces, they're not going to be able to cut around it because it's going to be so fucking visible, or they're not going to be able to hide it. Okay. They're going to lose he's going to lose control, maybe of his motor skills. Maybe he'll be pissing and shitting on himself more. I saw something about some type of port. Okay. Spirit saw showed me something about him possibly having, and this is where the heart is on the left side, some type of port in this area, or maybe that's what he's gonna have put in because the winter gonna kick his motherfucking old ass, y'all. Okay, and it ain't because he old, it's because he's old and evil. Okay, he's gonna lose some more of that motherfucking mind, and they are not gonna be able to dance around the fact that this man's mental his mental capabilities have started to decline. Not started, they've been declining for the last 10 years, but y'all ain't been paying a fucking attention. Okay? They won't be able to dance around it. They won't be able to make up any more excuses or stories because Donald Trump is going to get very, very sick in front of us. And he has absolutely run the fuck out of options, y'all. Tick tick boom. What did punk ass Kirk say? Boom. This is what's boom, Donald Trump, boom. He looked like he had a stroke. Okay, I'm insert this image for y'all. Okay, he looked like he had a stroke in this picture, right? Right? You see his bitch face drooping. He looking like sitting his ugly long face ass up there, mouth drooping. He's sitting there like this, y'all. Drooling face running and shit like his makeup cheap. It probably is because that shit is never the same color as his skin. But yeah. Here we go with the Tower card, y'all, and the Two of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands. Let's get y'all pretty much know what the Tower card mean, but I'll get it to y'all. Tower card upright, okay? Sudden change, adversity, upheaval, trauma, catastrophe, destruction, downfall, violence, misery, chaos, disaster, and fear of change. Speaking directly to Donald Trump's health, he is getting ready to go through all kinds of changes. That adversity that I was speaking of, where did that go? Where did she go? Remember I said that he's gonna lose all those motor skills and shit in front of us, and they won't be able to dance around it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Without with the two of wands being in reverse supporting these cards. It says indecision, confusion, lack of vision, fear of the unknown, lack of planning, failed business deal, canceled travel. Donald Trump is not going to be traveling much, y'all, because he's going to be ill. Okay. This is not just motherfucking gossip. This is literally bad news coming for the White House. This is bad news. Your commander in chief is sick. Your commander in chief within 6 months will go down further than what he's going to go in the winter. Y'all know the winter ain't that far off, okay? Winter ain't that far off. When it starts getting cold, his illness gonna get worse than what it is somewhere this week. He gonna really start dropping the ball for us, y'all. Okay, and within as the weeks progress, his illness is going to get worse, y'all. This is not just fucking gossip. Okay, Donald Trump is literally a sick man, a dying man, walking around in front of us. Uh-huh. Old bastard. Old raggedy bastard. What's my next question? Because like I said, within 6 months, we can really see him completely fucking deteriorate. Okay. He just had looked like he had a goddamn stroke or he's suffering from Bell's palsy in the picture that I inserted right there. But there's going to be something worse that's coming for him, okay? There's something else. In November, look out for him to have some type of probably ischemic attack. That's a stroke. That's a stroke. Now, let's look at what this is that we have to look forward to in November surrounding Donald Trump. Spirit, what do we have to look forward to surrounding Donald Trump in November regarding his health? What do we have to look forward to surrounding Donald Trump and his health in November? Five, four, three, two, one, stop. Oh. A conflict between family, friends, or community, unstable finances, workplace conflicts, arguments, canceled reunions. Again, he's going to stop traveling, and the death card came in right in behind that. Okay, I put the death card first because I like to put the major arcanas in front because they are the message card. This is just the meat and potatoes. This is letting you know. This motherfucker out of here. I give him 6 months, y'all. He's going to be in November. Okay, this is what let me start here with the because I pulled the end November card. In November, we're gonna hear more about them. His family is gonna start beefing because his health has gotten that bad that they know that death is on the horizon. They know that man standing in the corner over there like a goddamn broom foreman. Black folk know what it means when I say somebody standing in the corner, that man standing in the corner. Now, if you don't know, that mean that a motherfucker's about to depart and they scared to leave here because they've been a low down motherfucker their whole goddamn life. Yeah, that's what's going on with Donald Trump. That man been standing up in the corner of his motherfucking room for a long time. Baby, it's gonna be a whole lot of arguing going on. And it's probably gonna affect Melania. Like around November. This is that family fight. Trump is getting sicker. Y'all, is the motherfucker gonna be dead by then? Probably not. But I give him 6 months. I give him 6 months. With the Eight of Wands in reverse, we are coming up with lack of speed, slowed progress, delays, cancellation, confusing, bad timing, losing momentum, and missed opportunities. Yeah, Trump is going to really, really, really be fucked up by November. Okay, his that eight of the Eight of Wands in reverse is loss of momentum. That is no forward motion. That is slow progress. That is shit slowing down, stopping, things coming to a screeching fucking halt. Especially with the motherfucking death card showing up, baby. Uh-huh. That family getting ready to get to fighting in November. I want y'all, is this motherfucker getting ready to die? Is he getting ready to die? Is this motherfucker getting ready to check up out of here? What we pulling on in September? What's going on in September, Spirit? The family is already fighting, honey. I don't. Lack of control. Cherry card reverse, excuse me, before I start reading shit. They're dealing with lack of control, delays, no direction, stagnation, opposition, of course, because he doesn't want to admit that his ass is sick. Forcefulness, powerlessness, and canceled trip. He is about to stop traveling, y'all. Okay. He's about to stop traveling. He's slowing it up now in September. Okay. And this week in September, probably next week because today is Sunday, but well, this is the beginning of the week. This week, y'all. This week we gonna hear more about this motherfucker not traveling. He gonna throw up some issue about why he won't travel or what the reason is, but that's not it. It's because Donald Trump has gotten so sick and so ill, and he's not willing to work with anybody, nor is anybody willing to work with him. I mean, these leaders of the other country is glad his ass ain't coming because they wasn't looking forward to his trip, no way. But he is not working with people, and he is losing allies fast. Okay, consistently losing allies, and it's going to be seen publicly. Okay, it's going to be seen publicly. Now, as far as Trump leaving here within 6 months, that presents another problem for the Republican Party because they don't like J.D. Vance. They don't like him at all. They are actually points of opposition for him. Okay, he came his ass out and said he's ready to assume the office as president, further letting y'all know that Donald Trump is ill. Okay, but they don't like JD Vance. They feels like he is a Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, not only to this definition in this deck, means that they feel like somebody's immature. He lacks grounding. As far as this deck though, he's impatient, unstable, apathetic, lacks common sense. See, they don't like him. They think he's a hillbilly, and he is a fucking hillbilly. He's irresponsible. He's boring. He's pessimistic. He's unreliable. And the biggest one to me is the Republican Party feels like J.D. Vance is disloyal. Again, they don't like him. Okay? They do not like him and they will not accept him as their president. So when Trump, not if, when Trump does go from bad to worse, and we're looking at the death of another U.S. president while he's in office, they will reject. By they, I mean the Republican Party. They will reject him. Okay, they're going to reject J.D. Vance's punk ass so bad to where it's going to be almost like he's a Democrat. He may as well be a Democrat because they won't view him as worthy of the office of president. They will actually, with the King of Wands in reverse, they see him as rude, boorish, forceful, dictator, bully, tyrant, impulsive, vicious, abusive, unreliable, unfaithful, and they consider him ineffective and weak. Now, the above things that I read describe Donald Trump, okay? But because this is a fire sign card, and although, yes, this is Sagittarius energy on the King of Wands, this is JD Vance. JD Vance is the fire sign, okay? They don't like him. They don't like him at all. And they would rather suffer underneath Donald Trump, Gemini energy on that Three of Swords, excuse me. They would rather suffer under Donald Trump. They feel like JD Vance is a fucking idiot. Like I said, with the suffering part, the rude, boorish dictator stuff, that's Donald Trump. The bully, that's Donald Trump. But they'd rather have him. And by they, I again mean the Republican Party. They would rather have him versus JD Vance because they feel like he ain't got it. And I agree with him. I agree that much with him. But what else can they do? If Donald Trump dies, and again, these death cards keep showing up. If Donald Trump dies, or he gets to the point to where that he can no longer maintain the office as president, which that is coming soon, okay? That is absolutely coming soon. We have the temperance card in reverse showing that he did too much, okay? He's doing too much and his old ass body cannot take all of this crazy shit that he's doing. But he wants to continue to do it. He won't be able to be president no more, though. His mind is going to go and his body is going to go as well, okay? And we will unfortunately be looking at a fool card in reverse because JD Vance does not know what the fuck he's doing, okay? Neither did Donald Trump. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Neither did Donald Trump. Let's not pretend like he's a great president because every time the card comes out, he is a motherfucking emperor in reverse, okay? But they don't want JD Vance to be the president. They will do everything they can to keep that man out of power. And they probably will succeed. He will just literally be a mouthpiece sitting there doing exactly what Stephen Miller and them tell him to do. He's not going to make a difference. He's not going to pick up where Trump left off because they're not going to feed into him. Okay. All right. Now let's move on to our next topic. I have to pause the screen a little bit because while we're still dealing in American politics, we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about Gavin Newsom. We're going to do Gavin Newsom's energy, and I'm going to tell y'all because I feel like Gavin Newsom is campaigning. I feel like he is campaigning to be the next president of the United States, and my cards agree with me that in the long run, we are looking at our good Libra brother, our good Libra white brethren, Gavin Newsom as our next president. Okay, I believe if my cards are correct. Okay, because like I said, I was wrong about Pete Hegseth tits being the one that they were going to murder. But I don't think I'm off with this Gavin Newsom prediction. I do believe that Gavin Newsom is going to be the next president. He's feeding us right now what his plans are, okay? He's priming us. He's campaigning right now. Although we are enjoying him trolling Donald Trump, that's what this trolling is about, y'all. That's what the trolling is about, so that y'all can see that here's a president or somebody who's a prospective president that will stoop to the level of this motherfucker and meet him where he is and drag him to hell. I know y'all don't like that. Allegedly, you pretend you don't like that, but that is exactly what you like. And according to the Ace of Wands, I'm sorry, the Ace of Swords showing up, the road is open for Gavin Newsom. The road is open for him to actually, ooh, dropping cards. The road is open for him to actually win the presidency. Okay, with the Ten of Cups showing up in behind that, it does seem like Gavin Newsom is going to be our new president. And wouldn't it be some shit that if Donald Trump dies, they decide to do a emergency election because they don't like JD Vance and they decide, yeah, let's do this election and they're gonna pull Gavin Newsom in. Let's put that in the air. I'm sure that's not what's going to happen, but let's put that out there, shall we? Either way. My cards are reading that Gavin Newsom is going to be our next president. Um, let's ask the cards, or the question that I have. If Gavin Newsom runs for president and wins, who will he choose for VP? I feel like he's going to choose ALC or Jasmine Crockett. Because again, if you pay attention to all of them, seem like all of them campaigning a little bit. Now, I shout out to ALC and Jasmine Crockett. I fuck with both of them real heavy and always have since they each assumed their seats. Um, but yeah, I think they campaigned a little bit to get that VP role, and I wouldn't mind seeing either of them as vice president, either ALC or Jasmine Crockett. However, let me look up their birthdays really quickly, y'all, so that I can tell you who I feel like is going to be Gavin Newsom's vice president. Hold on a second. All right, y'all. So I got their birthdays. ALC was born October 13th, and Jasmine Crockett was born April 29th. So we got our good Aries sis and we got our good Libra sis. Who do we think, Spirit, according to the cards, who is Gavin Newsom if he runs for president? Is he going to choose AOC or Jasmine Crockett? Is he going to choose the Aries or the Libra as his vice president? 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, there's one. Stop it. All right, let's see what we got. Okay. So we've got a journey coming up, y'all. Y'all got an issue with him choosing either one of them, okay? And in order for us to move forward as the Six of Swords is, as a country, as American citizens, in order for us to move forward, we are going to have to get way beyond this bullshit this Trump presidency has given us, okay? I think that the cards are indicating that y'all don't like either AOC or Jasmine Crockett, which is a shame because you need a woman. First of all, woman as a vice president, I think that is a good role. And as president, don't get it confused. But I think that Gavin Newsom would need a woman of color as a vice president because they gonna speak that language, okay? They gonna speak that language and they gonna talk that talk. And although these may not be the women that y'all choose, I think that ALC or Jasmine Crockett is going to be his pick. But who do the cards believe it's going to be? Okay, the cards believe that it is going to be hard. They're gonna have a issue, maybe meeting at the mines, but they're gonna get beyond it. But according to the cards, there's an ace of swords. That's Jasmine, that's not Jasmine Crockett, excuse me, that's ALC, y'all. That's ALC. Um, not that I could be wrong. Okay. Tarot is very subjective. Tarot can change from day to day, but right now it looked like we are going to have a Libra president and a Libra vice president. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We are going to come up with, and I don't like this, but it is what it is because she's still gonna hold her own with the Aries energy coming up on the Four of Wands. Um, but let me read this two ways, okay? Because with the Aries coming up on the, excuse me, I said two of Wands, I meant Four of Wands. With the Aries energy coming up on the Four of Wands, this represents um celebration, prosperity, security, gathering, all of that. Okay, let me read this to y'all. Not from this definition. This represents, in my opinion, the White House, okay? A successful move towards the White House. It's going to be hard for a woman to get back in as vice president in the White House, but it's going to be done. And like I said, with the, let me go back because I want to read this correctly because, like I said, tarot is subjective and it just changed that quickly. So I shouldn't have given y'all ALC as the choice, okay? But let me put it like this. There's a road open for her or a road open for another female vice president and going forward, possibly a woman as president of the United States if we as United States citizens can get beyond this bullshit. But like I said, I believe that's ALC and Jasmine Crockett. I now tarot is giving us the Three of Swords, okay? With the Libra energy on the Three of Swords. I said Gemini in the last card, but this is Libra energy, excuse me. AOC may not be the vice president. Jasmine Crockett may be the vice president because she shows up in Aries energy in the Four of Wands stands underneath that. What does this say? Holiday, celebration, family, friends, gathering, homecoming, wedding, success, community, self-esteem, prosperity, security. I believe Jasmine Crockett is going to be who Gavin Newsom chooses as his vice president. Nothing against ALC, but I don't know. While she may want the position, the Three of Swords it dictates a no, that it won't be ALC, it won't be the Libra, okay? But it will be the fire sign, it will be the Aries that Gavin Newsom may choose as his running mate. And while it's going to be a hard race, okay? It's going to be a hard race, and it's going to be, people are going to give her a little bit of difficulty, but in the end, he possibly is going to choose Jasmine Crockett and Gavin Newsom, and Jasmine Crockett will win the White House. Now, I know y'all want to know, well, is Kamala going to run again? Kamala Harris is not going to run. Y'all hurt her feelings when y'all didn't vote for my good sis. She's moved on from it. There's a no indicated on that card. She say, fuck yeah. I feel like I won anyway. Okay. She's gonna feel like she won if Jasmine Crockett get that position as VP anyway. Okay. But we'll wait and see what happens. Okay. We'll wait and see what happens. If Newsom runs for president, he absolutely is going to win. Okay. The Republicans ain't got a prayer in hell. Okay. It would be more sooner two Democrats running than it'll be a Republican, but she ain't gonna make that much noise because nobody gives a fuck anymore because y'all are idiots. Anyway, it's going to be a Sort of kind of a easy win, but it's going to be a rough election because we are really coming off the tail end of some bullshit, okay? But if Gavin Newsom does run for president, he is going to be elected, okay? He will be elected. And while he's got a big job ahead of him, he's not worried about it. He knows that he's got to clean this shit up with Donald Trump. And look, yeah, I really feel like Jasmine gonna be on that campaign trail with him. That Aries energy shows up on that Knight of Wands. I'm sorry, the Page of Wands, excuse me. And the Seven of Wands is showing up, showing them maybe campaigning, maybe them doing their thing to make sure the American people understand, like, yo, this is the best choice for us. And it is. In the long run, we will choose Gavin Newsom and hopefully Jasmine Crockett. Hopefully it is going to be Newsom Crockett on the ticket. But I do know that Gavin Newsom is definitely going to win the election. Okay? Now let's move on and talk about something. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This how Trump eye gonna be looking. Ooh, he gonna be sitting up in front of. That's how that motherfucker gonna go off and go over on us. Anyway, y'all, let's keep it moving, keep moving right along because I promise we got a lot of shit to talk about, and I'm gonna talk. And if you don't want to hear it, baby, I suggest you go and go to somebody else because my kinfolk asked me for these readings, and yes, I'm sitting on my bed, bitch, and I'm gonna do these readings. Let's talk about this little ugly bitch, Sydney Sweeney. I don't even really know what the fuck the little hoe is popular for. Um, since we talking, let me go and get who is Sydney Sweeney. Let me get my Google up. And let's see what this little ugly bitch does. She's 28. She just celebrated a birthday on September 12th. She is 28 years old. I've already said that. The bitch is a Virgo, a failed Virgo. Um, Why are we talking about Sydney Sweeney? Well, y'all know. I mean, I catch shit late, and I catch it late. I talk about it late because I want to, because I don't want to be in the algorithm with everybody else when they talking about it. Because when I want y'all to hear me, I want y'all to hear me. I don't want y'all comparing and contrasting my shit against another motherfucking reader. And, well, such and such said y'all favorite is fucking Sloan Bella. Oh my God, I'm so glad y'all stopped coming over here telling me what that cracked ass bitch is talking about. Intermission time. It's time for a blunt. I'm so glad y'all ass stopped telling me about what that white bitch was saying. I don't give a fuck. She ain't gonna say none of it on my page. She ain't gonna say none of it to me. Okay, so the bitch better say whatever the fuck she's saying to y'all. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I don't like Sloan Bella. And if you are a black person and you following Sloan Bella faithfully, shame on your black ass. Because that bitch is racist. I told y'all during the election that this hoe told everybody to go and vote for Donald Trump. At the end of her video, she was like, "Vote for Trump, vote for Trump. He's gonna win. Vote for Trump." She was a Trump supporter, okay? She's a Trump. Well, ain't no was. She is a Trump supporter. No matter what that fucking lion face bitch. And yes, I know she's a motherfucking Leo. And all of us Leos look like lions somewhere in this motherfucking region. We look like lions or cats in the face. But fuck that white bitch. She told y'all to vote for Donald Trump and you did. Can't believe y'all listen to that white bitch. Can't believe y'all listen to a white bitch that can only find issue in the black community or amongst the black celebrities. She don't see none of this dumb shit that these Caucasians are doing. Case in point, Sydney Sweeney. Now, I don't know if Sloan Bella did anything or said anything about what Sydney Sweeney did, but if she did, whatever, fuck the bitch still. Um, but if she didn't, are y'all surprised? I wasn't playing when I told y'all that motherfucker is racist. I'm not just saying that just so I can get y'all views. You either fuck with me or you don't. Sloan Bella and bitches like that have to tell y'all lies and exaggerate shit and put extras on shit so y'all can come over there and hear that bullshit they talking. I ain't gonna do that, okay? You either fuck with me or you don't, okay? And I ain't gonna keep harping on it, Okay, I got my audience, and my audience is where they are and who they is, and we gonna grow and we gonna do what we do. We not gonna come over and tell Miss Stella or Miss Bruja, if you will, about what a white bitch said, because Miss Bruja ain't into that. I ain't got my leckes on now, but I'm gonna show y'all my chains and my titties. But I ain't got my leckes on now, but baby, I'm black, 100%, 100% African, baby. 96% African and 4% American. And I'm not playing. That is in my motherfucking background. I ain't gonna show it to you because it ain't your business. But we know. Oh, and shit, this is shaped line. The other ones are the good ones. We know that bitches like Sydney Sweetie though has 100% Caucasoid. She has 100% Caucasoid in her bloodline. Okay, and I've gone to the bitch's Wikipedia. It might be. Maybe later, Wiki, I'll give you some money. Anyway, Sydney was born in Spokane, Washington. She had a partner. His name was Jonathan Davino. I'm just reading a little bit of bullshit about this bullshit ass bitch that sat her ass down and allowed Caucasian America, because this is her beliefs anyway, because I believe she's MAGA. I don't care to go and look it up and see if I'm right. Fuck her. Because she allowed Caucasian Americans to use her to further the ideologies of eugenics. And if you don't know what eugenics is, let me go and put it up on the screen for you. Here you go. Did you read that? Did you see that? Well, let me leave it up there a little bit longer for you so you can read it. I scoot the shit off to the side. Anyway, Sydney Sweeney allowed herself to be used by Donald Trump to further the agenda of eugenics. And just like I told you, everybody else is gonna fall back on. This is gonna fall on Sydney Sweeney as well. I feel like, or at least her cards feel like, she gives the energy of a white girl who knows that she's not pretty. So for her to score an American Eagle ad and be considered the most attractive woman in America, y'all see that bitch. Did I put a picture of this? Oh, well, let me put a picture. You see this sloth looking ass white girl that they talking about is the best looking white woman girl? Who y'all playing with? Let me remember to look at the camera right here. The camera's up here. Who y'all think y'all playing with? Little white girl is little short 5'3" motherfucker. What y'all mean she modeling? What's she modeling for? Toddler shit. Mm. What's she doing? Mm. Sydney was paid well. Ten of Pentacles showing up. She was paid well to disrespect every other ethnicity on in America. See, prior to her getting this American Eagle ad, she may have had a little bit of shit going on. Again, I'm not gonna go look the bitch's shit up. Okay, I'm not gonna look her up because she's not important. If she was that important of a white girl in America, I would know who the fuck she is. I'm all over the entertainment sections all of the time. Okay, I would know who the fuck she is. And I don't give a fuck if you know who she is. Why do you know who this white bitch is? What is important about Sydney Sweeney, huh? Nothing. Prior to her getting this American Eagle ad, that money wasn't money, okay? She needed some money. Her family needed some money, okay? Don't y'all be in this foolish belief that just because a bitch is white and her hair is blonde and her cocked ass eyes are blue, that she got some money. No, ma'am, okay? No, ma'am. Someone going right financially in Sydney's life, so therefore her family appealed to Trump. Oh, y'all know how they do. Daddy, can you help me? Yeah. And Trump being the pedophile that he is, I said it. I definitely said it and didn't blank it out. being the pedophile that he is, although Sydney Sweeney is 28, she feeds into that baby girl fantasy that I told y'all they got real bad over here in America. Yeah, 5'3" 110 pound little motherfucking grown woman. Yeah, she looks like a little girl to them. Yeah, so they appealed to Trump. And in appealing to Trump, Sydney's ego got big, you know. We're gonna feed America that blonde hair and blue eyes is the preferred DNA, and that's the preferred look. And let me say this to all of the white girls who are non-blue eyed, dark haired white girls. Look, don't let this little funny looking white girl, this little funny looking flat ass, stick legged, flat chested. Well, she ain't really flat chested, but don't let this little weird looking ass, little strange motherfucking girl. She remind me of little Emma off of motherfucking Degrassi. Don't let Emma from Degrassi. This ain't Emma, but the Emma's character. Y'all know how Emma was real sneaky and was doing shit. That's the energy that Sydney Sweeney gives. Don't y'all let this little ugly motherfucker, and I do mean ugly, because she's not pretty at all. Okay, white women, y'all can find hundreds of white girls that look better than her. Easy, okay? I can see it's better looking little regular random white girls walking around out here in LA than Sydney Sweeney, okay? Don't y'all let this little ugly ass motherfucker put your head down and make you feel like you're not beautiful. No, baby, that ain't it. She's not beautiful. She's never been the girl that was very much popular, okay? And I know us progressive women, we are not supposed to use this term, honey, but I got to describe this little bitch, and I promise I ain't gonna keep y'all long because she is not important. But Sydney was never that girl, okay? She's a queen of wands in reverse. That's basically what it means. She was never that girl. She was probably pretty much the outcast in school, the ugly chick. I'm telling you, bitch wasn't pretty. Ain't pretty, ain't gonna never be pretty. She give birth to some kids, they gonna be some motherfucking sick and motherfucking frozen looking ass motherfuckers too. Okay? Yeah. This is her anger coming out. This is her hurt feelings because she's never been that girl. She's never been chosen for anything. Boys overlooked her. No, this is a new world for this little ugly bitch. This little hurt ass motherfucking Virgo. This Virgo that didn't have that it factor. That that blonde hair and blue eyes that she's probably got to keep maintenance, not her eyes, her motherfucking hair, so that that real corn colored ass motherfucking blonde hair don't come out. Okay, so she don't have that white blonde shit that she had on that motherfucking commercial. No, she's a train wreck. She has a low self-esteem, a low self-value of herself, and the only way that she feels, worthy of any type of love is if somebody's taking care of her, or if things are taken care of for her. Let me put it like that. If her whiteness, okay, takes care of things for her, that's all that has taken care of things for her. And I know that's just my opinion. Y'all may not like it, but that's all she is. She's just a white face. She's not even a pretty white face, okay? But I digress. Her reliance on her whiteness has gotten her where she is because she's never been that girl, okay? She's never been and she never will be. But when she got that American Eagle ad, she knew that this would cause gossip. This would cause her name to ring out. This would cause people to search, who is Sydney Sweeney? See, these things were not going on at first. She knew that if she could use MAGA, even though she didn't necessarily believe the shit that they were talking, but hey, my family is part of this, so let me go ahead and get down with Donald Trump's team and let him further my agenda because I'm the ugly bitch in real life, and I just want to make other women feel bad if they don't look like me because they always told me, and this is just allegedly, this is just my opinion on how her energy reads. This is her viciousness coming out because she wants to pay women back for looking better than her. And what better way than to get A, the president of the United States to say you're the prettiest motherfucker, B, to say that you're prettier than Taylor Swift, and a lot of people feel like Taylor Swift is pretty, and C, to get an American Eagle ad and push eugenics. Yeah, she's nothing but a whore for now. Okay. I wonder who she slept with to get that ad. I wonder how many dicks did she suck. Like I said, no, I didn't. Like I said, nothing. She wasn't the first choice. She probably did suck a dick or two. She wasn't the first choice. It was between her and probably a dark-haired girl for the shoot at first, but Donald Trump injected his ignorance in, and Eagle decided to go with this, furthering Sydney's ego. Okay, furthering her ego. Now, although she feels like now she's that girl, she's not ready for this limelight that she's giving up. I'm sorry, or she's in now. She's a Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, there's nothing else to her other than her whiteness. Okay, and without the help of Donald Trump, which that help from her from him is going to go away, or it's already going away. Without his help, or without the help of her forefathers, if you will, because y'all know the King of Wands is the father card, and this is just how I read. I just flush everything out. I just give my opinion on the whole deal, y'all. I feel like without the help of what her forefathers gave her, her whiteness, she ain't got shit else going on. Nothing. Zero. Okay? And right now, she's a two of pentacles in reverse because now that this time has passed, what else you got going on? That low ass self-esteem is back. Okay? That low ass self-esteem has come back, and she's now concerned with, well, what's next? I thought I had a seat at the table. Well, they're gonna give her something. They're gonna throw her a bone. Here she is with the Four of Wands showing up. That's them probably casting her in a movie that she doesn't deserve, and she doesn't necessarily have the talent to be in, which is why whatever it is that they're doing is a Six of Wands in reverse is gonna fail. And y'all will see Sydney Sweeney eat shit right in front of us, okay? Y'all are gonna see this little ego of hers go kaput, okay? Because things are not going to go the way that she's thinking or she thought or that she was promised they were gonna go. In fact, things are going to start to slow down. And she's good. Well, her and her family may already be out there by themselves after she allowed them to talk her into this campaign or whatever. She's 28. Her parents really ain't got much to do with her decisions, but I'm sure they help facilitate those decisions by um, teaching her racism. Okay, her racism is going to blow right up in her white ass face or her Caucasian ass face because she's got a tower moment coming. And I will say this with this tower moment though, there's some gossip. I know y'all tired of me in this damn weed, but I told y'all this is a fucking uh shake blunt. It's almost done. Anyway, there's a tower moment coming for her, and there is gossip surrounding it. So look out for some type of salaciousness coming out of her camp. It's not realistic. She's doing this shit just to get money, just to stay famous, just to be spoken of. She is going to be probably the next one to crash out. Okay, the next celebrity to crash out. She's not ready. Okay. She's not ready for the limelight, although she has been acting for a while. She's not ready for what it is that she thinks that, or what her team has asked for. This, these contracts that she has, these contracts that she is now going to be obligated to fulfill because she joined forces with Donald Trump. Now she got work to do for real. Now she got shit to do. She's not gonna be able to take it. The bitch mind is fragile. I told y'all that. She gonna fall back. Okay, she's gonna fade off into obscurity, or she's gonna end up. Maybe this is them with that salaciousness coming out saying that she's going to go to a drug rehab center or she's going to have to enter rehab, or there's some type of rehabilitation coming up with the Four of Swords, because that doesn't necessarily always mean death, and it doesn't always mean imprisonment. I don't think she's going to jail. I think this is her going to some type of rehab facility, or her saying that she's going to have to step back from Hollywood. because of her mental health, because of whatever is coming, this tower moment that's coming is going to overwhelm her. She's going to be sitting around overwhelmed and looking for sympathy soon, y'all. Y'all better not have none for her either because she's lying. She's just looking for another way to stay famous. She's looking for another way to keep working because aligning yourself with Donald Trump will close a whole lot of doors for you. And a lot of people felt like this was foolish. Fool card in reverse, of course, but this is exactly what it means. They feel like this was a foolish decision on her behalf. She's old enough to know better, and she was old enough to know that Donald Trump was a piece of shit. A lot of people ain't gonna be working with her. Okay, her trying to stay famous or trying to have a viable career after this, it's not gonna work. Okay, she's got a seven of coins in reverse and an eight of coins in reverse. People are not gonna want to work with her, and people are not going to show interest in putting her in scripts and shit. Okay, and she'll feel like this is unfair, but this is going to be her karma, okay? This is her fucking karma. This is her karma for aligning herself with people who hate people because of their ethnicity. This is her karma for aligning herself with someone who doesn't like her. Donald Trump don't fucking like her, okay? He doesn't like any of y'all that support him, but y'all blindly support this stupid motherfucker because you really don't know. You just like Sydney. You don't know what's best for you. Okay. And she's even in that headspace right now because she's looking at right now what in the long run, what what's there available for her in the long run because again she aligned herself with this fucked up man. She's thinking about her family. Okay. Not her mama now. She's thinking about her inner circle. Let me put it like that because those opportunities are drying up. People may already be not aligning themselves with her no more. Because she probably talked a little bit of ignorance. She did. She talked a bit of ignorance. And while, yes, that's youth speaking, she's still old enough to know that she shouldn't have been aligning herself with something that tears or degrades other people down because of their genetics. She hurt her own career. Okay. But she's too stubborn at this moment to admit or accept that she's the reason why her career is going to take this slowdown. Now, I'm not saying that within the next few weeks, yeah, I won't see her in nothing because you probably will because this is shit that was already lined up for her after she took this bait. Okay. But in the long run, she is going to feel that embarrassment. Okay. Because she's going to realize, damn, all I had to do was not align myself with this motherfucker, and the public would not be rejecting me. Oh well, fuck around, find out season. Okay, there are going to be disputes about her contract, disputes with her about her political views. And again, people ain't going to want to be bothered with her. Two of Wands in reverse. She made a bad decision. She might have just really, really ruined her own career, aligning herself with Trump. And may that be the fate for everybody that decides that they want to continue to support this fascist, racist, rapist motherfucker. Okay? May that be the just do for all of y'all because this is sad. Nobody can be this blindly supportive of someone. This ain't blind support at this point. Y'all know this motherfucker is a fucked up human being, but y'all still support him. Sydney Sweeny knew this at 28 years old. She knew this, and she still went over there and got underneath the Trump camp. Well, she'll fuck around and find out too. Again, like I said, it may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow, but y'all will start to see people falling back from a lot of these celebrities, specifically Sydney Sweeney, because she aligned herself with Trump. Her career or her working career, Eight of Coins in reverse, in Hollywood won't be that long after this. All right.
Feel the sacred glow in the realm of the real. Let a power flow. Bye.